It's interesting. This has been an interesting week for me. Having processing further in with my father and all that's coming with that. And my heart is really called into forgiveness and how we can apply that, in the struggles that you have around you, right? Yeah. Or those that are hanging by a thread out there. I know that many of us have had parents that made choices that were hugely impactful in our lives. And being able to reach a place where you can unhook, because we're all free of the actual quantum tangles, right? So we're talking about like what's going on in our heads, right? And creating balance there between our thoughts and reality and truth. And I know a lot of us right now have this idea that the 3D is a curse. And we have got to put that away because we chose to be here as humans in the 3D. That was our choice. That is our mission. Right? I was talking to this young girl the other day that is super magical. And she said that numerous times, I'm still stuck in the 3D, right? So being in the world and not of it is being able to play in the 3D, operate in the 3D without being affected by fear. Right? And fear comes in many different ways. And in many different, with many different masks on. And very often fear is masked in a love face or in a love mask. And we have to be aware of that. Right? We really have to be aware of that. Right? Because fear is often masked in a love face. When we don't want to address a situation, we can insert this idea of love and spread icing all over it. Right? That's not love, and we have to be aware of that. Right? Being in the world and not of it is walking that center line. Right? That center line between right and wrong, between good and bad, between left and right, between Republicans and Democrat, between black and white, between, we're just walking down the center line because we're all human. Right? And we're all godliness that chose to be human. And some of us are at different points in this game. Something that's been very obvious to me, especially in my work with people right now, that this fear wearing the mask of love, right? We can insert it into any service that we're doing while creating judgments and doubt and discomfort and disease for whoever we're helping, quote, helping. Right? We can be in relationships, right, where our love is directed at one person while other people are being harmed. That's not love. Just like forgiveness, I find there to be many layers of love. And I think one of the highest places for this planet where we see love in its most purest 3D form is a mom.
Mm-hmm.
A mom who's really choosing to be a mom,
Mm-hmm.
right? Right? She's got 5 kids. She's being completely present for each one of these children in the ways that they need it. Not how she thinks they need it. Distinction. That's very egoic.
Say that again. Not how she thinks.
Not how she thinks they need it, how they need it. It's an important distinction. We often serve our love out in a way we think that a person should need it and receive it. That's not love either. Right? But a mom, she can be present for that whole scenario and the collective of the family at one time, right? She's not doing that by being down and being a child with them. She is able to see through all the planes of existence at one time and stand in observance and interaction at the same time. Do you see that distinction?
I do.